In a dazzling spectacle at the box office, the Hunger Games prequel, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, emerged victorious in a crowded weekend, despite opening slightly behind initial expectations. The Lionsgate film, marking the return to the dystopian realm of Panem after almost a decade, amassed an impressive $44 million from 3,776 North American theaters and a formidable $98 million globally in its debut weekend. While these figures fell short of recapturing the explosive magic of the original franchise that propelled Jennifer Lawrence to global stardom, they were sufficient to secure a triumphant weekend over three fellow newcomers, Universal and DreamWorks Animation's threequel Trolls Band Together, Sony's gory thriller Thanksgiving, and director Taika Waititi's sports comedy Next Goal Wins. In the wake of this cinematic triumph, however, the Marvel Cinematic Universe faced a formidable challenge. Disney's superhero sequel, The Marvels, experienced a jaw-dropping 78% drop in ticket sales during its second weekend, setting a dubious record as the biggest second weekend decline in MCU history. Prior to this, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania had held the record with a 69.9% drop. Having already notched the worst start in the entire MCU, The Marvels now finds itself in a tie for third place with $10.2 million from 4,030 theaters, bringing its domestic tally to $65 million. This $220 million-plus tentpole, rare in its underperformance at the box office, grapples with audience fatigue toward the sprawling Marvel franchise. If current trends persist, it may not even match. The opening weekend of its predecessor, 2019's Captain Marvel, $153 million, by the end of its theatrical run, potentially becoming the first MCU movie to fall short of $100 million domestically. On the contrary, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes entered the arena with a roar, even if its opening fell below the lofty standards set by its predecessors. Each of the 4 Hunger Games installments launched to at least $100 million at the domestic box office, making the prequel's $44 million seem modest in comparison. However, analysts remain optimistic about its theatrical run, considering its $100 million production cost, more than the first Hunger Games, but substantially less than the 3 sequels, with the final 2015 adventure costing $160 million. David A. Gross, head of the movie consulting firm Franchise Entertainment Research, deems the prequel's opening as very good for an action-adventure prequel, pointing out that, on average, prequels tend to start with approximately half of the previous film's opening, a figure closely mirrored by this weekend's results. Starring breakout stars Rachel Zegler and Tom Blyth, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes unfolds based on the 2020 novel by author Suzanne Collins. As a standalone film in the $3 billion Hunger Games franchise, it explores events 6 décadas before Katniss Everdeen volunteered tribute. The narrative centers on a young Coriolanus Snow, the future tyrannical president of Panem, and his mentoring of District 12 tribute Lucy Greybeard during the 10th annual Hunger Games. Despite mixed reviews, earning 60% on Rotten Tomatoes and a B+ cinema score, the film found its audience, with 65% being female and 73% falling between the ages of 18 to 34. The late-breaking boost in publicity, courtesy of SAG-AFTRA's interim agreement just before the strike's end on November 9, allowed the star-studded cast, including Viola Davis, Peter Dinklage, and Euphoria star Hunter Schafer, the opportunity to promote the movie extensively. In contrast, recent strike-era releases like Killers of the Flower Moon or Dumb Money struggled without the allure of a cast of famous faces to draw attention to their films. Lionsgate's motion picture group vice chairman Adam Fogelson expressed enthusiasm about the results, stating, "We were a little lighter than projections domestically and a little over projections internationally, so we're thrilled with the result. It'll be a great business result for the studio." While The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes and The Marvels played out their own dramas at the box office, Trolls Band Together claimed its spot in second place, opening on par with expectations at $30.6 million from 3,970 theaters. As the third biggest opening weekend for an animated film this year, the sequel benefits from an A cinema score, signaling the potential for a sustained run, especially as the holiday season approaches. The family-friendly Trolls, featuring the voices of Anna Kendrick and Justin Timberlake, has already earned $76.3 million internationally and $108 million globally, against its $95 million production cost. While comparisons to its sequel, Trolls World Tour may be challenging due to the latter's unique pandemic era release strategy. The franchise continues to thrive, affirming the enduring appeal of animated adventures. As the box office landscape braces for more offerings, including Ridley Scott's historical epic Napoleon and Disney's animated musical Wish, the recent weekend showcased a delicate dance of cinematic successes and challenges, setting the stage for an exciting and unpredictable holiday season at the movies.